And welcome to When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop. I'm your show host, Israel Picasso. We tuning live from St. Louis, Missouri. Today's guest is, can you tell the people who you are and where you from?
Madamm Meek from Detroit.
Okay, okay. When did you fall in love with hip hop?
Probably since the first time I heard it as a small child, very
Yeah.
small child.
Okay. Do you remember what you was listening to or what you heard?
Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang for sure.
Sugar Hill Gang. Okay, that's
Yeah,
what's up. That's what's up.
yeah, and the five plus one, and it's multiple things I heard because I was raised in, like I said, a musical home, so I heard a lot of stuff. You know,
And you said musical home, like what your parents was in the music industry, or what was that like?
my uncle, it was my uncle, my mother's brother, my grandma's oldest child. He had a band called IND in Gary, Indiana, Into New Dimension.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
For sure. How was it for you growing up on the east side of Detroit, Michigan, as a young girl? What type of things did you experience?
Oh man. Uh, well, where I grew up at Van Dyke and Harper, we was kind of it was more all everybody had their bickering moments, but that area was more family. I could
Hmm.
say that area over there was more of a family. Um, Everybody kind of knew everybody. Everybody parents knew everybody. It was more of a family. It was like one of the most hustling areas, I think, on the east side, maybe in Detroit, because a lot of the big people came from that way, from the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah, I believe, but the east side. But my granddaddy, he like owned a lot of the east side, like properties, businesses. You know what I mean? Record store. The record store. My auntie and uncle still, they still have it right now. Chantanique Records. It's on Harper Avenue, in Detroit, Michigan. Chantanique Records.
oh
That's my
wow.
brother, my auntie and uncle. Yeah. So yeah, the music is embedded in me. So my grandfather had a music store back in the late 50s and 60s and 70s, and out in Long Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just it go a long way.
Yeah. Now I know Detroit is a rough place. Did you experience any poverty or anything, or you didn't have to go through that type of stuff?
Oh man, people tell you about me. My street name was Meek Dog. So yeah, I only hung with guys. Like I hung with girls for a minute, females, but I'm more of all my friends are mostly males. So
Okay.
yeah, I experienced it a little different. No, I didn't ever experience. I can't say never experienced no poverty.
Yeah.
Um, Due to the fact my grandfather owned so many homes, you understand, and businesses. No, we never experienced no poverty. Anything we did and didn't follow they lead, that was on us. And we
Yeah.
weren't, most times you experience poverty by not listening to or not following the blueprint that family gave you. So
That's
no, I ain't
real.
gonna really say, but we grew up over there in the hood though. But my granddad, we didn't, they weren't paying rent. They owned the homes.
Yeah.
My grandfather, everybody knows that he had big boats in the yard. He like had so much land, he had big boats in the yard.
Wow.
Dog, yeah. So like I said, he owned the whole strip mall on Harper Avenue, right
Mm.
across from the famous club, Rado's Lounge. So
Okay.
yeah,
Now.
the number one DJ in Detroit back then was Ray O'Shea.
Okay.
So yeah, it was right across the street from there. But it was beer wine. He had beer wine store. It was Chantanique's was right there on the end, beer wine. Then he had a secondhand store. Then he had a little after hour. You know,
Okay. Now you spoke about the east side of Detroit. Is that the same place Big Me's from, or he from a different side?
yeah, but he like from across the bridge.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but it's really the same side.
Okay.
You can cross the bridge. So you
Okay.
got a
Now.
lot. You got a lot of my homeboys from over that way. You got the Chambers brothers. You know what I'm saying? You get it's a lot of them from over there,
Yeah.
from my area. You know what I mean? Like I said, most of the Kingpin movie is mostly from my area.
Okay.
You got a couple of the West Side, Kingpins, but when you watch that movie, you just tell them to go watch the movie. They'll get
Yeah. Go watch the
it.
movie. And for y'all
Yeah.
that don't know this on the live, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We live right now with Madamm Meek, the baby mother of Young Bleed's children right now. So y'all tap
No,
in. We
not children. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
child,
tell you,
child,
just his,
child,
his last child, his
last
baby.
child.
All the rest of them children are grown, and I only had a baby. He's 10 years old, but he's
Yeah.
not. He's a baby by age, but mentally, no, he's older than us.
Yeah. Rest up, Young Bleed. All right.
Yeah.
Now we speaking on Young Bleed. When, where, and how did you meet Young Bleed?
Oh wow. Okay. So I had got booked for a show, and I still me and the promoter is still like this to this day. His name is Cap
Okay. Shout
from
out Cap.
from Michigan, and he I was, and this is the story though. It seemed like I had got sickly, right, with Graves'
Uh-huh.
disease. The same thing. Shout out to Missy. She had the same thing, Graves' disease. I don't have it anymore. I cured the Lord and myself. Came up with a regimen and cured myself, but um they was booking me like while I was sickly, like literally. So he called me and was like, I need you. And I'm like, what? He said, I need you to be an opening act for Young Bleed. I'm like, man, I don't feel good. He said, you do feel, ain't nothing wrong with you. That's how they treated me the whole time I was sick. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. So he told me a price and I couldn't beat it. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll do it. He said, I need your crowd. So I did it, and it's a story. And so when my daughters and my sisters them used to be like my hype girls back in the day. And so I think I had my daughters with me, my niece, my daughters, my first two children, father's niece. She was with us. I had a manager at the time. She was with us. Then I think it was a couple of my daughters. One of my daughters' boyfriend. I had my entourage with me and whatnot. And we came in and everything. But from the time I walked in, Lee was like, the cap came and told me, like, he think y'all some models. I told him that's the rapper. He said, man, that ain't no rapper, that's a model. He talking about, no, that's a rapper. He
Yeah.
said, man, I hear this shit. Excuse my French, but he was like, I gotta hear this shit. He said, I can't believe she rap. And when we walked in, they took us to the back and whatnot. But he just instantly started chopping it up with me. I mean, we was talking like we had been knowing each other. But he had just had a grandson. His grandson is probably about 14 now.
Yeah.
I think he's 14 now. He big 14, 15, something like that now. But he had just had him, and we was talking about grandbabies. I think at the time I might have had about 8 grandchildren. Okay.
Hmm.
He was like, dang. He was like, man, I'm a rookie to this. He told me, oh, you could tell me about this. And we were just talking and talking, and it get deeper. I'm talking about from one night, just us talking back there, this man told me some crazy. So first when I opened up for him, he got on stage, then we all went backstage. But he got on stage with me. And I looked back, they was like, Bleed on stage. I looked back, he was on stage.
Yeah.
When we went back there, this man told me some crazy stuff I would never forget. And to this day, I can say that man was like he used to say, I'm Jesus Christ, me. I'm Jesus Christ, right? Like, boy, no. He started to say that. But he said everything he said to me happened. I
Mm.
promise you, God. Everything he have ever said to me was like, so when we wrecked that talking. So he just got quiet and looked at me. He was like, something I'm finna say gonna sound crazy as hell. I said, what? He said, don't think I'm no weirdo or nothing. And I'm like, all right, say it. He was like, I just visualized you on stage in a white dress, pregnant. I was like, what? Nigga.
Mm.
And at the time, I was celibate because I was sickly and all. I'm like, boy, I ain't even doing nothing. That's got to be a vision. He said, but the part that's gonna make you think I'm weird gonna trip you out. I said, what? He said it was Madamm meek. I said, boy, I don't even know you. Get the hell up out of here. Oh my God. We laughed, laughed it off. I didn't think nothing else about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And me and BLEEK was friends for a long time before we even dated. Because I told you I hang with guys. I'm gonna do like hanging with guys than females. But
Yeah.
we started being partners first. You know what I'm saying? BLEEK stayed up, he was living up in Lansing. You see what I'm saying? And I had a video shoot like maybe a few days after the show I did with him. And he called while I was in there doing shoot my video. He said, where your video at? I said, Detroit. He said, I'm gonna take me like an hour to get there. Y'all gonna hold up. So I had asked Boudin. That's a videographer, my homeboy. He's like my brother from Detroit, Boudin. I said, you gonna wait on him? And he said, oh hell yeah. So they waited on BLEEK and them to come. And if you watch my video, 313, you will see him in it.
Okay.
Him and Shauna from Chicago, the rapper Shauna.
Yeah.
She
Shout out Shauna.
she in it too because that I opened up for her later on about a couple months after that. So she in that same video. But in any event, BLEEK rolled up to be in the video. And so it was just like we had been real, we was just cool and we was been cool. I mean, we was cool hanging. I was every show he had down here or every show I had, we would be together. You know what I mean? And all my homeboys had, they done fell in love with him. That's like they homeboy now. He was
Yeah.
even cool. He even got cool with my ex-husband. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? They'd get together and drink. You know what I'm saying? Like he everybody loved him. You know what I mean? So and then eventually BLEEK like, you should move out of Detroit. I think you should move, and we used to be on the phone all day and night. Now I'm not even playing. As he say, 25/8, all day and night. And then we eventually started dating, you know what I mean? And he talked to me, he said, let me move you from down there. He moved me to Lansing. That's how
Okay.
I moved to Lansing. BLEEK did that. So BLEEK had like a little apartment.
And that's in Baton Rouge.
No, it's in Michigan.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
So
he was
BLEEK
in
I
Michigan
guess
too.
he was touring up here
Okay.
for a while, back in 2012. And he was running with these guys. I ain't giving nobody no promo, but he was running with these dudes. And that's how I met him. Like I said, when I opened up for him, but he had got a little spot up here in Lansing. And I used to come up here and see him back and forth. And then he was like, you should move up here. Then he found a spot up here, a house. And me and my children, he moved us up here in Lansing. You know what I'm saying? So and then went from there. But he was still at his apartment, and I was at the house because he was like, "I want your children." We didn't just want to move him right in with my children. He wanted to get to know him.
That's
So
real. That's real.
yeah. So we would go over his house, and he would come over to the house that he got for us, and we go out, do things, go back and forth, Detroit, whatever we doing for our business or whatever with the kids. But yeah, it took him a while. Then we shut the little apartment down and he moved all the way in. But
Mhm.
we wanted the kids to get acquainted with him first. So then from there, it was a couple years later after that, then I got pregnant with the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all the time, but all that time, like I got so much music that we did. You know what I mean? And especially when I was pregnant, like we recorded so much music while I was pregnant, though.
Did the white
Like,
dress thing come true though?
yeah, that's what I'm
That's
talking about.
yeah. That's
That's
wild.
that, so that's his first theory that
Okay.
came true. Okay, because like I said, we laughed it off. You know how you talking and that we know we're not gonna front. We in there, everybody a little tipsy. We blow. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody they blowed off. But me, I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus Gemini. Our mind be always stuff gonna come back, that spirituality. But
Yeah.
and so That was the first theory. You know what I mean? And then he always told me, I know if something happen, if something ever happen, I know you gonna take care of my baby. You know.
Yeah.
But he always told me this. He said he always dreamed to have a son that looked identical to him and that he knew was his. I
Mm.
don't care who this offend, but this is what he told me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when we had my baby, this is so crazy because when he came out, my baby was born with a veil over his face.
Mm.
Right. So that he's my eighth child.
Okay.
We me and BLEEK call him eighth wonder.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we had him. Like I had him in Detroit. This is so crazy because I went to my mama house for a doctor's appointment because I was telling B I don't like them doctors up here. I'm all my children was born in Detroit. I want all of him to be born there too. So I would go back and forth. When I went down there this time, I have OCD. I got a cleaning problem. Sorry, but when I get
Nothing wrong with
pregnant,
that. Cleanliness and next to godliness.
yeah. So when I'm pregnant, it get intensified, right? So I'm at my mama house, cleaning her bathroom, everything, while I'm down there at the doctor. A water break, right?
Yeah.
And so we have to now he got to get all the way to Detroit so he can take it for the childbirth. So he
Yeah.
panicking. He panicking so hard. My home and at this time I don't even care for dogs. Like and not that I don't like them, it's because I was raised up with animals and I was the oldest grandchild. And I used to have to take care of all animals, right?
Hmm.
And so my sister had gave Bleed this pit bull puppy from a baby, right?
Yeah.
And I think she did it to make me mad, but anyway, she gave him this puppy, knew that was gonna make me mad, but I had to let him have it. He wanted this dog bad, so I'm like, all right, as long as you keep it clean. And so anyway, why I bring the dog up because he panicking so hard, my homegirl have to drive him. She like me, he all over the place. I gotta drive him. She like, but he want to bring this damn dog. I'm like, he want to drop it off at your mama house first, then take him to DT. Oh God. She said, I'm gonna do it because it's y'all. Bring the dog anyway. Before he get there, I done had the baby. Now,
Mm.
but when I'm about to push the baby out and everything, they tell her my mama is with me. She is this the first child of all of my children she seen me have. She
Okay.
was like, "Oh my God!" And then when I see it's like I'm not even exaggerating. God is my witness. While I'm
Yeah.
pushing him out, it looked like a light. You remember? I don't know if you old enough to remember glowworms. It was a toy they called a glowworm.
No, I ain't. But hit me on
Okay,
game though. Talk to me.
this telling my age, but I don't give a dang. But
Yeah, I'm
so it's a
36.
toy called a glow. It looked like I was having. It's a toy. It light up real bright.
Okay.
The body, the head, and everything. So I was pushed. I'm like, what's that light? What is that light? My mama like, my mama just keeps saying, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, what? Now I take me back to the joke Bleed always had. He said, we having an alien baby, me. I'm like, what? Because the doctors told me because of that thyroid that I couldn't have no more children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Told me I couldn't have no more children. So every time I was pregnant, Bleed told me we having an alien. Like, you
Yeah.
can't have no more children. So anyway, I thought about that when I seen the light, and my mama keep going, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "This nigga, we didn't have an alien. This nigga said we was gonna have an alien." So I'm like, my mama said, "Oh my God!" And so they hurry up and put that cover so I can't see over. They
Yeah.
cover up so I can't see. I'm like, "What the heck?" They said, "Focus and push." So I pushed them out. My mama said, "Oh my God, what in the world?" I have never seen it, and I heard the people say it's a veil. He's
Mm.
born with the veil. And my mama said they was pulling it from starting by his stomach. She said they
Mm.
had to pull it off of his whole body. He was like in a cocoon, my mama said.
Wow.
And she said she had never, she said, but she like you was me. She said it was like a light. It was like a light. Like I'm not even tripping to you right now
Yeah.
today. That blew my mind. And when Bleed got there, I was like, if he might have freaked out or something, maybe that's why God didn't let him make it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he probably would have freaked out or what. But I was freaking out and I couldn't even see it. My mama was freaking out, but they pulled
Mm-hmm.
it off. But when they pulled him out, you know, he looked at like a Chinese, like I had a Chinese baby. I
Wow.
was like, oh, baby, it's Mama. What did they do? She like, child, that's your baby. I said, yeah, it's your baby. So Bridget said, he like, he do look. I said, this baby is the Chinese. He just get so when he called his daddy, the daddy said, we got Chinese people in our family, boy. Let me
Oh
call
wow.
Lee. So he didn't call the Chinese family name Lee. My name.
Yeah.
So Chinese, so I guess he came out looking straight Chinese Asian. Like the nurses, the doctors, everybody was just, he was scared for them. Every time they tried to come get him, he like, don't let them take my baby. They trying to steal him. Because one lady kept telling him she was from Canada, the nurse. He was like, she can't, when she come, I'm going with her. She said she from Canada. She might try to take my baby to Canada.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you know, that was the story of the baby, you know,
That's a crazy story.
and
Now,
that's the second theory. Okay, I told you with him with the baby with that. So that is alienated to me.
mm-hmm.
Pulling a
Yeah, I
child
ain't
out
never
of
heard of that before. That's my first
no.
time hearing that.
Well, and even though, you know, the person I don't really care for her, but Lee's mother was supposed to be born the same way. And her and my baby birthday 5 days apart.
Wow. And you said you don't care for her. Was that because of?
What she just did. I never had nothing against her before, but what she just did to my baby first. They didn't let me bring him when I said I was on my way to bring my baby to the hospital. They
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah. We gonna speak on that. We
yeah.
definitely gonna speak on that.
But I
Gotta
want to
ask
get
you-
on his
Go
third
ahead. Go ahead.
theory.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
That okay, so Bleak always had this Tupac theory.
Rest up, Tupac.
Rest up Tupac. Bleak always compared himself to Tupac. Okay, so he had this theory about Vegas and him doing a show up. And what happened to Tupac in the hospital. You hear me?
Yeah,
And if ain't what happened to him, oh my God. And so
man.
the whole time, see, people that don't know and people want to make assumptions of man bleed. No, in his last days, no, we was not living in no same house. We was not a couple.
Yeah,
No, we were not. But we remained friends
yeah,
and business.
yeah. Now
Oh,
we
oh,
gonna go.
yeah.
We gonna
So
yeah. We gonna go ahead. Go ahead. I'm saying
yeah,
I was just
but anyway, yeah. What I'm just saying though, I text and talk to him. excuse me, all the way up until his very last moment because
yeah,
I did time stamping and all this stuff. So
yeah,
um, it's just my connection with him and my baby's connection with him. We already felt things, things
yeah,
transpired, and I just know he always said if something happened, I was gonna not be quiet.
yeah.
Okay.
And here we are. So you
Here
know.
we are.
Now
So
let
I
me
mean I
ask you.
can't.
If we can go back real quick to when Bleed and you was performing and everything, was this before the how you do that was out?
No, how you do that? They have been out.
Okay. So he was
Yeah,
already a star.
yeah. This might have been that came out of what 98.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this was probably about 14. I mean, probably about 12 years after.
Okay. So what's your introduction
12,
into the music
14 years
industry?
after. Yeah.
How did you get introduced into the music industry then, real quick?
Uh, from a child.
Okay. So,
I
so
just I mean, from a child, like in school, I was always singing and
now I'm talking about for
solo.
as like how did you actually get into the music industry to be doing shows and everything like
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how. Okay, so I used to be at the studios all the time. I used to sing.
Okay.
Okay, singing was my thing. It was never rap. Rap was never my thing. Hip hop, that was never my thing. Okay, but and my rest my grandma's soul, but let her tell it or my uncles them tell it or my mom. I've been doing it
Okay.
unconsciously. unconsciously, okay?
Okay.
Singing, you in the studio with guys, they say, I guess they done paid attention that I'm making these hooks, I'm making rap hooks, and then they paying attention to Meek know how to rap. So I'm giving them guys some raps. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of writing for dudes. You get what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
unconsciously to my best friend, Dink from SSD Records that put me out. Got a whiff of it, but then I was already like running with like Diamond Dog, Captain Hook, back in the day. Dang, can't think of some of the old heads' names. So been so long, but was working with them. But then when they realized that I could rap, they stopped messing with the dude. They like, nah, y'all get Meek writing for y'all. You gonna write for yourself. You gonna go in there. But I was a freestyler, so I used to battle rap like it. Rados, like Ray O'Shea, I was saying about the club. They used to call
Yeah.
me and I used to battle rap guys. But I used to be a problem because I used to beat the guys in battle rap and they used to be wanting to fight until they knew I used to be about with 20 or 30 dudes.
Yeah.
You know the story. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh no, she went about to in the studio. I done had guys take gas off of a song and put me on, keep me on the song. Like, no, we're taking you off. Meek gonna put Meek on there, you know, and so this how it started. Me out rapping guys.
Yeah.
Basically, that's it. And you know, I even had, you know, my father is a legend. Like, Reed is a lyrical nut, an MC. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I know when me and him get on the songs again, he talking about me be trying to eat. Yeah, whether he my son, father or not, I'm about to eat whoever song I'm on. I gotta eat them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I love
real.
you, baby. I love you, baby daddy, but this business right here, this I can't
Yeah. Nah,
I
for
can't
real.
come on I can't be I'm not one of them girls. Like the
Mm-hmm.
ones other girls he be doing songs with booty talk. I don't do the booty talk. I'm not that's you know, I wasn't raised that way. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. You
I
was
don't
more
do
on the lyrical side, basically.
yeah. So I don't do the, you know, I'm a sophisticated gangster. That's the type of music I
There
do.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
What female artist you can say inspired you though to rap, if any, if any?
If any, I'm gonna be Roxanne, Shantae,
Okay.
um,
Shout out MC Shan, Roxanne, too.
yeah, MC Chan Roxanne. You got dang right. I love her. MC Light, of course.
Shout out MC Light.
Uh, 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 um, what's her name that just passed? Uh, everybody, Angie Stone. She was really a rapper. She was a hip
Okay.
hop.
Rest in
Um,
peace.
yeah, everybody don't know. She wrote most of that Sugar Hill Gang rap.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was mostly put together by all women. So you
That's
know, I go
crazy.
back like I said, that's the kind of conversations me and my father used to have.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he always wanted to educate you on hip hop history.
Yeah.
And I told him you should have your own show just educating people on hip hop, you know, because he was rooted in that. But as far as females, you know, I liked it a few others until I just there was a few others I liked it until I just heard they said something wrong about me. So I'm not gonna get them no.
Yeah. No clout.
Yeah. So
For sure. For sure.
they would have got big clout if I hadn't heard what I heard. But
Most definitely. Most definitely.
yeah.
Now I did interview Young Bleed, and he spoke on how he started off with CeeLo Records. Have he ever
Mm-hmm.
talked to you about that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember how? Like, what was the contract
Horror.
like with
All
them?
I heard was horror stories.
Mm. Can Can you elaborate on anything?
Woo! It's so much. I'm like, which part? Where do I start?
Just you ain't got to go too much in detail.
Okay, well I
Just a
know.
few. Yeah.
Okay. Bleed made the name concentration camp. He started the group. He started the name.
Okay.
Okay. CeeLo, I guess, had the business mind of starting a label.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. But he was starving them out, taking their money. Then this Paulie dude that you know, Bleed is the most forgivingest person I know.
Okay.
Because ain't no way in the world I would have ever let them cross the bridge with me again. It's no way. The stuff he told me, see, I'm Bleed nice. I'm not.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
For
why
sure.
me and him, he couldn't handle me because I'm ready to cut throats. He
That's
like,
what's up.
you can't do it like that, Mickey. He called me Mickey. Mickey, you
Yeah.
can't. I said, yes, I can. Worked all my life. I'm still, hey,
Yeah.
I was raised by my grandma's brothers, World War II vets.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay. Okay.
I was raised not to. I was taught how to shoot guns at 5 years old off of gates. You see what
Mm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put a patch
Yeah.
over my eye, put my hand behind my back, gotta shoot like this, gotta check. Yeah, I've
That's
cut
what's
them out.
up.
I
That's
learned
what's
pressure
up.
points. I learned how to grab a person and put them on their knees if I need to without even having to punch you. That's how I
Okay.
was raised. So, of course, I got a problem with some men because I know how to handle myself. You feel what I'm
Okay.
saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, but in any event, uh, he had all bad stuff to say about CeeLo. There was nothing ever good. Only thing was good was he was trying to put the label together, but he didn't. Then I know Boosie came over there, you know.
Yeah. He told me about Boosie. Like he was real tight with Boosie.
Well, Boosie is really his family. That's really his cousin.
See, he never told me that. You just,
Yeah,
you
no,
just, and look, I don't think the
I
hip
just
hop world know that. I think you just told hip hop something.
the hip hop world know this already.
They
They
know
know
that.
this. Yeah, they know this.
My fans don't know that. So shout
Oh,
out to
okay.
you.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's his
yeah.
cousin. I mean, go look at the interview he did with Snoop, and he tell you. He said I
Well,
started with Young Bleed. No, that's his cousin. It's a plenty of videos you could pull up with him and Bleed. Okay, so I had this one incident
shout out
I
Lil
could tell you.
Boosie.
Yeah, I could have one incident I could tell you about Boosie and Bleed. We was down in Detroit at my mama house working at the studio with another rapper from Detroit that I'm not gonna say. And somebody he knew had Boosie up there with Hell of a Detroit
Okay.
producer Hell of a that produced for Jeezy. And Boosie was up there working with him, and I guess they said something about Bleed. So somehow they called him. They called my phone. I said, "Meek, we got Boosie. He wanna hook up with Bleed right here because him and Bleed hadn't even talked in I don't know how long." And
Mm,
so they called my phone, but the dude that I got on the phone with when they called, he was like, "Yeah, what's up?" I just didn't like how he was kind of arrogant, like Boosie was bigger than Bleed or something. Like I don't be liking that. Okay,
yeah,
as I was this girl, I don't be liking that. And so
yeah,
I'm like, hold on, homie, you could put Boosie on the phone first, then I give Bleed the phone. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like this don't go like that. Like, come on, that's a Boosie get on the phone laughing. They said she a trip. So I had Bleed the phone. I didn't even say nothing to him. I
yeah,
just I'm not the baby mom that be all in the videos, all in the
yeah.
no. I don't do that. I have my own image and my own, you know what I'm saying? So I never was all in Bleed. I just was behind the scenes, the paperwork and all. I'm on the living album because I helped put that together, the paperwork and everything.
Mm,
So that's how I know all like I had to deal with DAZ and Big Mike and Yuck Mouth and
shout out to homie Young Mouth.
yeah, Corrupt and West Coast Stone, Cocaine my blood
Shout out to
cousin.
homie Cocaine. Yeah, I interview him too.
Yeah, that's my blood cousin. And Cocaine, I'm trying to think who else was on there. Sibo, Sibo and
Okay.
Bleed was like this. Like I was running. When I'm down there in Baton Rouge with Bleed, we had Bleed Mama House. Sibo come over there. I done ran into Sibo plenty of times down there with Bleed. You
Yeah.
know, no, but them guys, Bleed didn't have nothing good to say. Bleed was the one that got them noticed with the song "A Fool," because how you do that there, that is not the name of the song. It's called "A Fool."
Yeah.
Then FOOL, a fool.
Yeah.
The
I think he
original
said
song.
that. I think he said that in the interview too. You're right.
Yeah, uh-huh. I know everything. It's and
Yeah.
I mean, Not even everything. I have all of his stuff, everything. He came down here last year, November. Him and Lee Time,
Okay.
because I let Lee Time sleep in my room. Okay, because I got a big house, so I let him sleep in my room. And they was down here, and all Bleed took back. I made some tea for his brother because his brother had thyroid cancer. The
Mhm.
stuff I was dealing with. So Bleed came all the way up here to try to save his brother's life. Had me make some tea for him. And then the only thing he took back was a vest. I won't forget. It was a blue and orange Adidas vest he had. It was his one of his guitars and the beat machine me and him had. I won't forget. That's the only thing he took. But he got his you might well call the basement his house because that whole basement is his stuff. So I was
Mm.
like, you drove down here, take your stuff back. He told me, I ain't taking my stuff. Something happened. I don't want no mess. I need my stuff right here. So he said my son gonna need that stuff. So he didn't take it.
Yeah.
So I'm left with all the jewels. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and as far as all his business, when I got pregnant with my baby, he put my name on all his business. I didn't ask him to
Okay.
do that. I didn't make him do that. He did that on his own. So to clear this up with everybody, you gotta you gotta go pull him out the mausoleum and talk to him about that. Because I have no control over what he wanted done with his business. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like far as the pages and all that, I could, be childish with the other boy. That's not really his son. I could be childish with them like they've been childish with my child. My child is a 10-year-old child that shouldn't have encountered none of the stuff they did with this funeral and all that. She shouldn't have. But in any event, he had his daddy used. Like his daddy used to say, you gonna be like Prince when something happened to me, boy. You gonna go down there and all my stuff. And he ain't like, he got stacks and stacks. And I'm the only one know how to read his writing.
Yeah.
I've been teaching my baby how to read it.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. Let me
Just
see some of that. Let the world see it.
let me let y'all see
Hit the
some of
like
it.
button, subscribe to the channel. Will help with the algorithm. We
Yeah.
live,
Let me-
YouTube.com.
So we got a little bit of stuff I just pulled up so they can see.
Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah.
I have a lot of it though. I'm just letting them see some of the stuff, And see
Yeah.
they see what it say on there. It's the plastic still on it.
Uh-huh. Rest up, bleed, man. We miss you, brother.
That's what he did with this boy, but they got some good music together though. I got all those. And this the single when we put living out. When this is at my best friend house. All these
Mm.
pictures and these Detroit clothes, all my best friend bought him all that stuff, them Al Hussans.
Yeah.
He bought him that for the video, but they had all this stuff. And like I said, it's just some of the stuff. It's not even,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the world see a little of the stuff I get on
When I
him.
fell in love with hip hop, I'm Israel Picasso. We tuning live with Madamm Meek.
So we gonna show y'all something. This one he was with Strange Lane Music.
Okay.
See this right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm only doing this because everybody say I don't have no rights to none of this stuff. This trap dough, right?
Yeah.
That stamp on it, right?
Uh-huh.
Put your stamp on it. Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
saying they said I don't have no, this is just paperwork. This is all the paperwork that
To
people say I don't
everything.
have.
Yes.
Yeah. So people
To the
say that
business.
I don't have. And like I said, this ain't nothing but a dot of it's not even
Yeah.
like I
And
said, it's just
now that you speaking on the paperwork, right?
mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, you did state that he wasn't signed to No Limit Records, he was signed to Priority Records. Do you remember what that contract was like?
Yep, I had that in the basement. Yep. I said I
Okay.
got that contract. I said we've been pulling out stuff little at a time because I'm moving. Like I'm half here and half there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just it's just all his collaboration. Like people saying they got music they gonna put out. They can put it out. And if I get a whiff of it, I'm just gonna take it and register it. It don't matter what you do. Don't have to come through me. I'm still gonna do it the right way.
Mm-hmm. As
My
you should.
people,
As you should.
I have my own social media police. So once y'all put something out, thank you very much. It's
Mm-hmm.
called them codings and all that. Yeah. So I know what to do. I just so
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. So yeah, this is more and more paperwork. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That
You,
was
you
left to
you
me.
definitely got the receipts.
Yeah.
She came with receipts, y'all. So for sure.
I mean his and then this the part right here. I'm not gonna even put his mama. I'm not gonna put an address out there. But that's her name. She got with me, she couldn't wait to get rid of that man's stuff and mail it to him. This her handwriting. She mailed all this in boxes and boxes of his stuff to my house. And we was
Mm.
together. Right. I don't have to lie to kick nothing.
Yeah. That's real
And Mr.
spill.
and Mr. Combs is dead, right? Mr. Combs is dead. Rest his
Yeah.
soul. Rest his
Rest in
soul.
peace.
Mr. Combs, let me tell you
Rest
something.
in peace.
He ran Philly International. You know about
Okay.
Philly International?
Talk to me.
That was one of the biggest labels out there in Philly.
Okay.
You had Gerald Levert and all them came from Philly International.
Mm.
So this
Wow.
man ran it, but this who taught me the music game. Look at this. And I don't care about that because I don't live at that address. That say Glenn Clifton, right? Juice.
Yeah. Okay.
That say Harry J. Who? Coon.
Okay.
I told you who what's the name? Remember I told you that's what's the name married to
Memphis.
Jay-Z best
Yeah,
friend.
yeah, yeah. Memphis Bleak. Yeah. So that's
Memphis
Memphis
Bleak
Bleak's.
wife is his daughter.
Right. So how close are y'all? How close are you to Memphis Bleak's wife again?
Well, I still got a number. I just ain't talked to her since her father passed. And he passed. It's been a while since he passed. But she know who I am. I still have her phone number though for sure.
Yeah. Shout out Memphis Bleak.
Yeah, shout out Memphis Bleak. But yeah, I haven't talked to her like a couple of times since her father passed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got all the contracts for all this stuff. This is all contract. It's a
Uh,
contract, independent contract. Like I'm just putting stuff in motion to get busy. That's all.
yeah. Okay.
Like I said, yeah, and it's just some of it. I gotta.
Yeah. With with that being said, can we move to the next question or?
Go ahead, go ahead.
All right.
I was
Yeah.
just
Yeah. No,
getting,
you
I was
good.
just getting
They
my
had to
proof
see
out.
that. I wanted to see that. That's definitely needed. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of friendship did Master P and Young Bleed have?
They didn't have a friendship at all.
Mm.
Master P didn't like Bleed at
Why?
all.
Did he ever speak on why he didn't like him?
No, he never told nobody publicly nothing. Just if you pay attention to the pattern, where was Bleed? Why is you rapping his verse?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everywhere, all over the world. How do you feel rapping another man's verse and he say Bleed Coleon on the song?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel? I mean, I don't care how much money you have, because
Right.
money
You
ain't
definitely
never
right.
been
I
no.
definitely noticed that. Bleed was in the middle of his verse and Master P started singing the hook. I
As
definitely
soon
noticed
as,
that.
as soon as, as soon as Bleed getting ready to say Young Bleed Coleon, if you go back and pull up every performance, well, why you don't want Bleed there to rap his own song? So if Bleed not there, don't even do how you do that there then. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
Bleed is that not none at any of those shows, if you're not booking him to do his own song that he made, and he had 3 verses on it before he let y'all come on and do them whack verses. Why every time it's time for this man's song, you want to rap his verse? You want to be him? You big oversized? I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm not scared of you. You don't scare me, dude. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send who you whack, you gonna send people.
Mm.
Okay? Like I told you, homeboy, your backyard is mine. So quit
Yeah.
playing. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody's afraid of you. I'm like I tell you, I'm not my baby daddy. And he's not here to stop me anymore. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Okay, he
So
kept me away for a reason because he know what type of person I am. Okay.
is it true that that Mia X is the one that actually got him to perform on the verses against
So
Cash
yeah, so
Money?
I got a text message. So I text Bleed when my birdie told me, they try not to put Bleed in the verses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I text Bleed, I'm gonna send you the text.
Okay.
Bleed gonna be in the verses. He said, I don't know yet. I ain't heard nothing. Right? So I guess he
Yeah.
hung up and made a phone call. And then I guess Mia X and KL is the one that's supposed to spoke up for him. I only have one problem about a video. I seen a couple, me, Lee called me an FBI agent. I didn't like a couple things I saw. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a video with somebody telling Bleed, oh no, you need these flowers right now. Huh?
Mm.
What you mean? Right now. He need them right now. He need them right now for the verse. Right now for the verses. What you mean? He need them right now. So at the end of the day, all I know is Bleed is not no limit soldier. Okay. He is
Yeah.
an independent artist
Yeah.
and do his own thing. Okay. It's always got to be a big issue to get him on any show, any of that when y'all want to rap his song. Y'all want his song to always be in y'all set.
Mm.
If he's not there all these years, if the time when he's not there, his song shouldn't be played. I don't care if you are on it. Well, just rap your verse. Don't play his verse because his verse the hardest verse. That's the only verse people want to hear.
Man, he
Don't
went
nobody
crazy.
want to
He
hear
went
that.
crazy.
Don't nobody want to see no giant rapping. I'm sorry.
Man.
And we definitely don't want to hear you. That boy was out, B was out here struggling bad. And I got that paper right here too that I can show everybody. Where how you do that? They don't even have Bleed on publishing on.
Man.
Okay, now check game. I had to do some stuff while he was with B. When I got with Bleed, he didn't have no sound change or none of that.
Damn.
Okay, no, I'm serious in the mud. It was
Uh,
heartbreaking. He getting a check for $100 and some dollars. His mother and them knows the truth because it's coming to her house. His name and my name is on it. So that's why they got a problem with me because that check been coming there ever since I switched it from the bank so he can have some extra dollars. And the check don't be that much. Okay. And then when I
yeah.
started researching, he got High Silk the Shocker Publishing and his name on Bleed Song, he not even on it.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, that sound a little off right there.
That sound like, yeah, what Daz going through. But see, Daz and Bleed was like this. Daz was trying to help Bleed too. Show him how to get his stuff. Because everybody know they playing him. They eating good while these men couldn't barely take care of their children. Of course, they got to try to fight to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
And they got to take these little punk shows while y'all sitting up living good off people royalties and publishing. Because y'all to put all these different publishing names on stuff and put y'all ISRC codes on things and mechanicals and put it through the other chambers. Like, come on now, I know the game, back, forth, side. But like I said, like Lee said, when I leave here, go for the gusto. And it's gusto time. Because I'm not about to play. I have a 10-year-old that's gonna eat. He's not gonna eat like y'all was trying to feed his father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rest up, young Bleed.
Yeah. And so all I'm gonna tell y'all, and I don't care who don't like it. Yeah, you have an angry baby mother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it was foul play and everything. Okay.
Yeah, now I'm gonna ask. That's why I'm gonna ask you before. I ain't mean to cut you off. Before we get in that, is it true that Baby from Cash Money actually said somebody gonna get sacrificed?
Yes, everybody in the world, go watch the verses at the end of the verses. Go watch it. At the
Wow.
end of the verses, you're gonna hear Baby say, "Somebody get sacrificed tonight." Go listen to it.
Damn. Damn. Damn, that's crazy.
And
That's
so, you
crazy
know,
tough.
praise Allah and shout out to all my Islam.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. All my Masonic and Eastern Star family. So yeah, you know,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. And I was raised not to play with y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Now, did Bleed have anything wrong with his brain in order for him to have a brain aneurysm at all?
mm-mm.
Wow.
But we know that's the that's the main thing they say when they kill an entertainer, brain aneurysm. That's the number one uh um thing I've studied is the fake aneurysm. No, Bleed had high blood pressure and he had a heart condition where his heartbeat, like the doctor said, it was like an athlete beat. Some athletes after they don't play, they heart beat slower.
Mm.
And so my baby had heart issues. So
Yeah,
he don't his heartbeat don't beat like everybody else's.
yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like Rick fast. It beats slower.
Mm.
And he always had a problem with high blood pressure real bad. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the next thing I could pull out. Doctor papers from when he was here, medicine bottles. Don't play.
yeah, yeah.
That's why I was mad when that boy that wanted to be his was lying, talking about he didn't have no prior health. How come he didn't? That I was like, how can he contradict his story if he don't have no prior health conditions? Why is he taking medication?
Yeah.
I'm like, excuse my French and no disrespect, but that's some. We know they ain't have no mothers. They just don't have no sense. Period. Because the stuff he was saying was so contradictory. This is another thing that I was angry about. Y'all lied about when he passed. Okay. I don't know why they think I didn't have no connection to that hospital the whole time.
Yeah, because the whole world thought he was in critical condition. Then somebody came online and said he
I'm gonna tell you
passed, and
this.
then they recanted and said no, he didn't pass. He in critical condition. It was like I was
Mhm.
confused. That's what made me
I
start
don't
calling
know.
his phone.
Remember, I got his bags from the hospital.
Yeah,
If he just fell out, nobody did nothing to him. Why is blood? I got the cut up clothes. Why is blood on the white beater? And I done sent it to my forensic people. We checking the whole. I done sent the clothes. Are they gone? Yeah, I'm gonna see what really happened. I have
yeah,
all the footage. I have all the footage from Mrs. Better's restaurant that night. All the footage, every picture. Why in the world is Bleed in the back of the picture and he the star?
mm,
Why is he on the back of the stage? I'm talking about you can't even barely see him. We got to zoom in. My forensic people got to zoom in for us to even see him. And then when I see my baby daddy, he looked like I, I believe they zapped him. And then I believe, like that doctor said, because I got the footage of the
but you
dude,
like with a machine or something? Like,
a laser. They could zap you with
yeah,
a laser. Yeah,
mm.
they zapped baby daddy. It made him fall out, but they said when he coughed, that was his last breath right on that stage.
Oh my
But they
God.
said when the lady, Miss Betters, left to make sure they called the ambulance, when she came back, even the doctor said somebody had to did something to his chest, like pushed his chest in. I got the video. I had this dude up there because he not getting on either because he started hating too. I had this dude up there sitting up there with Bleed while nobody was there. The dudes that was with him wasn't even sitting up in the hospital with him. My homeboy went up there and not he was my homeboy, but he went up there and videotaped everything. I got pictures of Bleed in there. You could just tell Bleed wasn't here.
So what about
Mhm.
Master P and them and Silk and them? They nobody showed up to the hospital?
Yeah, the girl. So I know for a fact that Silk came for sure. He handed Bleed mama some money. I kept hearing the hospital told me Master P was up there, but when my homeboy came, Master P hid.
Mm.
Okay, check that.
Yeah,
This is what I hear. Okay, from somebody I got at the hospital, not the person, not the dude. I'm talking
yeah,
about a hospital person I got said that this is what happened. Okay, and then Silk the Shocker all trying to take a picture of Lee laid up there, and then this one dude, yeah, I'm looking for you, homie. I can't think his name right now, and I'm not gonna even give you no, but he came up in the hospital irate while I believe mama was there. That's why I had the other dude around to kind of protect her. Even though she wasn't no good mama, I know Bleed loved his mama. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
so I was just trying to send somebody to make sure her and Bleed cousin, because he had the mama had the female cousin Tedra, the one kept lying talking about she was the sister. No, she's
Okay.
not no. She's not no sister. She's Bleed's mother's sister named Tina. Bleed's mother have a dark skinned sister named Tina. That's her daughter, Tedra.
Okay.
Tedra's too young to even know anything about Bleed. She's too young. Bleed real sister name is Trudy.
Okay.
Okay, name is Trudy. Bleed's daddy daughter, Trudy. That's the only sister he had. Okay, and they was up there. So I sent my associate at the time to make sure they was good. Be up there with them, take them to the store. You know, anything they need to do or
Yeah.
whatever, just to make sure she was protected. And this dude came up there acting all irate, crazy, and why Bleed by himself? And this and that. It just was loud and was just scaring the mama. And so my homeboy at the time had to tell him, hey, you better chill that out. But we know who sent them. And then he was the one, I got pictures of him. He know who he is, homeboy. And you running down there, and them three guys that was with him, Paulie, the other two dudes already not in there, but that Paulie and them other two, the one that lied, he told me when I called him and asked him, he said, this was a bald-faced lie. After I done got the footage, he said, we stood up and we was about to leave, and he just passed out and hit his head. By that time I tried to catch him on the footage, I don't see none of that. They on the stage. Bleed is at the very back of the stage. And there's some wicked stuff behind on the camera. Like it's a witch going past at the same time. And then after that, you don't see Bleed no more.
Wow.
Then they say somebody passed out. I got all the footage.
Damn.
Me and my people is deciphering this footage. I'm not about to play with nobody. So first of all, everybody gonna get it. Whoever they paid for the ambulance to wait, the ambulance pull up, don't even go in and help them. Just sit outside.
Right, you were saying that you saying you think P did it?
Somebody in that camp. They know
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
They know what's up. They know what's up. Because there's not no way. Was nothing wrong with Bleed. I'm clearly we watching the nothing was wrong with him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then even the doctor said he didn't have no type of drugs or nothing in him. He barely had drinks in him. He said he barely had like any liquor in him. So he must not have been really drinking nothing. He said all she seen, the male doctor said all he seen was cannabis. But he kept saying about something about his chest. Whatever they did to his chest.
Damn,
And he
man.
kept asking the dude, and them dudes left. They didn't even stay with Bleed a whole day, a whole night or nothing. My homeboy sat up there for hours until Bleed mama got there. I said, do not leave my baby dead body just sitting up in there by itself like that. That is so fucking wrong. How y'all come with him, but don't sit there? I don't get this. I would never do. Let me tell you something. Until I can see these fools in there, because me, I got to come see you, Playboy. I am not the one. I'm not repeating him. I don't send nobody. I ain't coming.
Yeah.
And because I just left Vegas and Cali, all that. I've been roaming, baby. I wasn't down there, just down there. Don't be no fool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying? Don't be no fool.
was Bleed compensated for the No Limit versus Cash Money well enough for anybody to actually,
No. I had the envelope and from whatever bank and credit union they banking from, read something. I meant to pull it out, but I ain't want to go in the bag because my baby, every time I go to open it, he don't want me to open it. It'll open it. But I got it. It said 1125. That means 1,125. That must have been the other half. That's not enough for him to come from where he was.
Hell
to
no.
where
Hell no.
Okay?
Hell
And then,
no. When we know everybody else probably got paid way more than that.
well, I'm take that. My homeboy told me to give him that envelope so he can get fingerprints off the envelope too.
Okay.
He told me bring the envelope. My people that work for law enforcement, bring them the envelope. We're gonna get the fingerprints off that. All this blood. I want to know what's going on with this blood. Why is the blood? And then the way this white beater is, he had that army fatigue stuff. He had. They cut the pants. They must have got the jacket. This the chain they was looking for.
Mm.
Okay, this that piece that they fighting over this bag. Yeah, I got the bag, but the bag said my name. Lee
Yeah.
used the bag that I brought down to his house. It still had my airline ticket with my name on it, still on the bag.
Mm.
Everybody he passed away. They want this. They want this Rolex. This is what they want.
Damn.
He had this Rolex, he had this chain, and this Rolex bracelet right here. This what they was tearing the bag up for.
Damn.
See, this what they tearing the bag up for. This. Let my baby have it. Or he can't have it. And then all of our stuff is at the house. Me and my baby got so much stuff at that house. It's video games, Drake beats, all type of stuff. Pianos. He bought my baby a whole giant piano down there. All of
Yeah.
the clothes, shoes, all type of stuff we had down there. Me and my baby at that house. Y'all told me I got the key to the house. The key was in the bag.
So did Master P at least pay for the funeral?
No. Didn't you see the GoFundMe his mama had up? See, this what I was
Yeah.
getting at. So the fake son came down there and pulled the plug on Bleed, didn't say nothing. How you not gonna tell his father he's a senior? Bleed is a junior. You don't inform his father. You don't inform his 10-year-old son. You don't even give nobody a chance to get there to do what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? For they whatever. You just go silently. Then you silently go pull the plug. You don't even tell nobody. Well,
Mm-hmm.
all the videos he made, he ain't make a video saying, "Oh, I'm gonna let the world know. So this is the worst decision I have to make to pull the plug." No, I don't see no videos of you saying that.
Right.
Now let me tell you what they did. Okay, they put the first fundraiser up. Now, if you was talking to me, I could have paid for it. We could have buried them, sent them down there, and all that. But y'all want to act weird with me. Okay, now this is the thing. For the first fundraiser go up for $9 grand.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to say he did, so they can get the $9 grand first.
What?
They were. If I was the first, go check timestamp. I was the first one to let the world know he passed. Because me and my
Damn.
people sitting here, my grown children are really devastated. My other children are devastated. This is the thing. You put up that you're not gonna tell nobody because you're trying to get the $9 grand. Okay. Then so they got mad at me once I told the world that he passed. Here they come. The boy gonna make a video. Oh, my dad passed. Oh, no, he didn't pass on the first. He passed on the second because my people didn't leave there till almost 9 o'clock at night. So what you did, hurry up and pull the plug as soon as he walked out the door?
Mm. I remember you made a post on Instagram. I saw it. That's what
Yeah,
made me say. That's what fucked me up. And then after you posted, I'm seeing TMZ and everybody else start posting. I'm like, damn,
but
she
who
posted it.
posted first? I
You
told
did.
the world
Yeah,
first.
you
Yeah,
did. I
so this is
remember
what
that.
I'm saying. How y'all gonna hold the world up? He's a star. People, his fans want to know
Yeah.
what's going on with him. Like, come on. And so they don't say nothing. I say, I'm about to say something because this is terrible. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Post it. Next thing you know, I'm getting phone calls. They tell me, okay. Now they forced to put a burial fundraiser up. So now they had 2 fundraisers up.
Mm-hmm.
One for $9 grand and one for 50 grand. What the fuck you need 50 grand for?
Right.
I'm
Man.
confused. And P,
Man.
all the money you owe them, you should have just paid for the whole thing.
Right. He showed up though, right? To the funeral.
Heck, he sent his compadres.
Silk now.
I didn't see Silk. I seen that girl, the light skinned one that Mercedes was mad about. Because this how much they ain't never had a relationship with Bleed. Okay? None
Yeah.
of them. That's why when they
Damn.
was interviewing them trying to ask, how was your relationship? They ain't had one. They ain't never picked up a phone, offered him 5 cents, a sandwich, or nothing.
Damn.
The only one that answered him every purple sky was the girl.
Yeah.
Every purple sky, she might answer the call for him. Okay? But
Yeah.
none of them people never did nothing for him. As far as even the lawsuit with them all trying to sue Pete, the lawyers wouldn't even want to help Bleed with going against him.
That's crazy because I seen rappers like Snoop Dogg posting, rest up Young Bleed, but did he
No,
even?
posting for what? You don't even see him and Bleed have an interaction at that thing. Did you see them? Did you show me one picture with him and Snoop and Bleed? Come on, I'll wait.
I ain't see one. You right, I
I'll
didn't.
wait. I'll wait. Where the picture at? I'm gonna tell you a story. I took Bleed down here in Detroit. Snoop and them had a show up here one day. I just posted these pictures yesterday or the other day. He went up there. He was like, want to see Snoop, whatever. So I had my homeboys now tell DAZ, Lady of Rage, KURRUPT, KL, all of them was there. Okay. All of them took pictures with Bleed. You know what that nigga told my homeboy was a security? He said, that nigga Snoop acting funny with Bleed. I said, what? He said, man, that bum ass nigga, wait till that bum ass nigga leave. I know exactly what you said. Because they told us,
What?
Detroit is my turf, nigga. I don't care if you went to school out here for a minute, Snoop. I know all about you and your daddy. Nigga, I know my people know your daddy.
Damn, he straight said that. That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
no, he straight said that. And Daz and all of them know. Lady of Rage, all of them know what he said. This ain't we ain't gonna be fake, we gonna keep it real. I never even I was the one standoffish, me and my homeboy with the camera.
Mm.
Like me, I'm a spiritual person. So I felt the real stuff and the fake stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when my homeboy that was a security for that place came down and gave me that look, I know what time it was then. Before he even came out and told.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with this nigga? He's a old, excuse my French, as Bleed said, old pussy ass nigga. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Old bitch ass. What the fuck you scared of him? We did like that song when he moved to Baton Rouge. That song him and Bleed did together. P won't release that for nothing in the world.
Mm.
You went down there and lived in Baton Rouge, talking about you came down there, you only wanted to be come down there and work with Bleed. But none of the song y'all did never hit the air.
Yeah.
Where the song at, P? Why you hate Bleed so much? Talk about it. Like, come on, we
Man.
gonna keep it G. Why you hate him so much? That man ain't never did nothing to you. He tried to whatever, tried to ask you, what's wrong, man? I done heard him ask you. He done been in the bed with me before, and you and him done had heated arguments. I even had an old phones with your old phone number on. Like, I'm the one you can't lie
Damn.
about. I got too many receipts, Playboy.
Damn.
Like, you hated that man. You want to be him so bad. You wanted that, how you do that verse to be yours so bad.
Damn.
And this is why he was jumping up and down so hard.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna let the world know, because he like, damn, nigga, this one time for me to get a shine. One time.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, let me get this one time to say my whole verse by myself. And then as soon as he get ready to say, that's why Bleed jumping up in that nigga face, and then Bleed say, I don't give a fuck. You hear him? That's my baby daddy. You can't tell me nothing about this
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
Excuse my French, Allah, and Islam. Excuse my French, because I'm not supposed to be saying that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in trouble. Sorry, Allah. Sorry, Islam. Forgive me. But yeah. That's why he was jumping up and down like that. If somebody really get that video and see him jumping up, because P tall.
Yeah. I caught it. I caught it. Yeah. I definitely saw him
You
jumping up
gotta
and down
understand
like.
why he's jumping up. P is tall.
Yeah.
Me and Bleed the exact same height.
Yeah.
Okay? You gotta jump up. And nigga,
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to say without saying, dang, nigga. Dang, oh Lord, forgive me. Allah, Islam, forgive me. But dang, dude.
Yeah.
Dang, this one time. I can't get it one time.
Oh, that's real.
Why you just say let us do two verses so I can at least you can get your verse in.
Mm-hmm.
Your verse next.
Yeah.
But
No,
you
that's
know
real.
your verse is trash, so you don't want to say it.
Man. Bleed definitely killed that. Uh next question I got for you. Why do you think the industry never gave Young Bleed his flowers? Still to this day, I haven't heard nobody say we need to give him his flowers, and he's not even here no more.
Because when you're a chosen one and you that black sheep of a situation,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And Bleed just was different. He wasn't gonna hold this. He wasn't gonna be with the Hollywood stuff. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's anybody that don't want to be with they crap, of course. Bleed,
man.
you know, Bleed. He like to be down with the real folks, like Jesus Christ. Like I told you, he said
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Bleed ain't do nothing but show me love. Ever since we, contacted each other, man, he ain't did nothing but show me love. I'm talking about he made sure nobody put me out of anything. Like he a real one. Like I respect him to this day. He ain't got nothing but love coming from Israel Picasso. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. His realness, they couldn't take it.
Yeah,
That's it. He wasn't gonna be fake. He wasn't gonna act Hollywood. He wasn't gonna pretend. What you got is what you got with Bleed. That was him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He didn't put on
real.
no show for you. He was who
Yeah.
he was all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to hate that, you got to be evil.
Yeah, it's
You
real.
just evil. You evil, and that's like the most. That's like the hottest song over there. The most. That's like one of the most redid songs, rap songs I ever heard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was crazy. I remember him saying he was gonna, allow me and him to, make a St. Louis version of it. I remember that. Like I was thinking, man, it's just mind-boggling that this shit happened. Like real spill. Like this shit
Man,
crazy.
it's just
Uh, Now you said Master P and a few others like Queen Latifah was wondering why you got the Hall of Fame, and they was calling, asking people like, why you think they was doing that?
yeah. Well, I heard that. Yeah, I got a that they call. I heard P call TMZ and asked had they talked to me and like
Yeah,
I just the thing even with TMZ, you know, I got some little connect, but it's always they want to try to make if they don't know you and they don't know what you are, what you about. If you like me, I'm a silent person. I move silent. You know what I mean? Like if they don't know you and you're not always in the media and you're not a person that always trying to be seen, then they want to downplay you over somebody that's always got their face on the scene like Pete. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm not even that type of person. I just was on there trying to keep it real, and then they still messed up and didn't put his age right with my article. But P called up there to try to get him to say the last say so after me for that other boy that want to be Bleed's son. So they was working together.
mm,
See what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I'm not. It's not no battle with me. I'm not in competition with y'all. I'm a person that's for right. What's right, and what's wrong is wrong. That's just that. And them the principles and the morals that I was brought up on, and I was raised not to let nobody play with me not one time.
yeah,
And so this is our one time. I'm, you know what I mean? I'm just here to just keep it real. I don't care about all these chicks and all this old crazy stuff. People calling, telling you don't do no interview with me. They his wife. Well, show us the proof.
mm-hmm, yeah,
Like I
yeah,
didn't say I was his wife. I never claimed to be his wife not one time.
mm-hmm,
I claim to be the one he left his business in her hands.
yeah,
He knew I had to take care of this 10-year-old child. That's all he cared about. It don't have nothing to do with nobody. Excuse my French, no DMP stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
okay, you got to come on the sheets. Don't come from Madamm meek. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to take care of my child and do an unfinished job. This man got a lot of
okay,
unfinished business.
yeah.
Somebody got to handle it.
That's real. That's real. I got one last question for you before we get out of here. What do you plan on doing with his unreleased music? You keeping his name alive? You putting out new music, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, so I just had to and we're gonna keep it real with that. My baby daddy, running around here trap door. All these artists is no, y'all not a trap door artist because I have to renew the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when he was alive, I was having him pay for his own renewals.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this year he didn't even renew it. That's why I put up a text message to people watching my text. When I asked him, did he call the credit union? That was for the business on that end. And then I asked him, do you want me to go ahead and renew it? Because he hadn't renewed it. He didn't want to tell me. But of course I know because it's coming to me.
Yeah.
I'm the one over the business. So anybody claiming trap though, they lying. They not on none of the paperwork. For you to be an artist, you have to sit down and do some paperwork with us, some contracts. They
That's
just
real.
going off BLEEK said they were trap though. That's crazy to me. I don't. People got this stuff on their thing. They not even registered with us. How you trap door?
Mm-hmm.
That's not how they go.
Real spill.
Well,
Definitely.
they be giving me a headache. Like literally, like how I get abducted is because I did my paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay,
Most definitely.
because it's a lot of artists that's my son father legend, but he didn't know his paperwork.
Mm.
And that's why I got it on the oh, you another easy eat to me. I said, hey, well, she knew the paperwork. Why y'all mad for?
Yeah.
If that's all the man have is that one female that know that's gonna try to break her neck to help him, you know what I mean? Then y'all gotta be weird for y'all to want this man to have no type of help.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And
For
so
sure.
I'm definitely just, I have to because my baby, he's a very, very, very intelligent child. And he's very special, and God put him here for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the only child God let him leave that child while he was young. He kept telling my baby could tell y'all himself. He said my daddy kept saying, boy, I wouldn't keep doing this music stuff if it weren't for you. I'll be laid down. I'm tired, man. He was telling he
Mm-hmm.
had to prepare my baby for this day. He said, if I thought you was old enough to understand, I already laid down.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that was some premature lay down. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just, like I said, this don't have nothing to do with me trying to be in control. None of that. This has something to
Yeah.
do with, dang, if anybody really nobody loves him like they say they do, they lying.
Mm-hmm.
Only person was breaking their neck to help him first get up with his label, and I was his sister Trudy and myself.
Shout out his sister Trudy. Yeah. I think she hooked me up with you, or I don't remember
Yeah.
how it happened. I remember her link. Same one from the internet, right? The 225.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Shout out
you know,
Trudy.
I don't have no ill will with nobody. But I'm not
Yeah,
kissing nobody's butt. You
most
know?
definitely.
I don't care if you their mother, grandmother, father, sister, brother. I respect Bleed's father to the utmost. Shout out to Glenn Clifton Sr.
Shout out him.
Shout out him because he was done wrong. Because Bleed's stepfather was a monster to Bleed. Bleed told me nothing but horror stories. He did knock Bleed little brother, big brother eye out his head. That boy handicapped with one eye till the day he died. Because the mama married a man that was a monster to them children.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah,
But once
Bleed
again,
don't have none. Rest his soul right now. My baby daddy finally getting some rest.
man, rest up, young bleed. With that being said, this is another episode of When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop. I appreciate you for accepting the invite. I appreciate your stories. I appreciate your time, your energy. I want to say I'm sorry for your loss. The
Thank you.
world is sorry for your loss. I appreciate you. Uh, anytime you want to come back on the show, anything you need, I'm here for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me on. Bleed appreciate this.
For sure. With that being said, this is another episode of When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop. I'm your show host, Israel Picasso. We tuning live from St. Louis, Missouri. Peace and love. We out of here.
Amen.